On a night when the rain felt angry at the world, a mafia boss made a decision that would terrify the entire police force. Heavy footsteps splashed through a dark alley behind an abandoned warehouse. A man in a black designer coat stopped when he saw her, a woman lying in a widening pool of blood, breath trembling like it was trying not to leave her body. He crouched. Marcello Veretti, the most feared mafia leader on the East Side. He rolled her over gently. A badge slipped from her fingers. A cop. She opened her eyes barely. "Please, don't leave me." He should have walked away, but something in her voice cracked through every wall he built. He lifted her into his arms, rain soaking them both, whispering curses at himself. As he carried her to his SUV, a red sniper dot landed on his shoulder. Someone was watching. He slammed the door, hit the gas, and tore through the soaked streets. The woman's breath rasped. Why would a mafia boss save a cop? Marcello didn't answer. He didn't know. Or maybe he did. Maybe it was the way she looked, like she'd already accepted death. Then she whispered one word before passing out. "Blue." And a chill went through him deeper than the rain. They reached his hidden safe house, men staring wide-eyed at their boss carrying a dying cop. "Boss, what are you doing?" Dante hissed. "She said someone in blue shot her," Marcello snapped. "That ain't us." But before anyone could argue, her heart stopped. The room froze. Marcello's hands shook. The man known for taking lives was suddenly fighting like hell to save one. "Come on, don't do this." He pressed her chest, breathing for her, refusing to let her slip into darkness. A desperate second passed, then another. Then she gasped air, snapping violently back into her lungs, her eyes filled with tears. "Thank you." Marcello turned away so no one saw the emotion in his face. Later, as she lay recovering, she whispered, "I've been exposing racist officers. They want me dead." Marcello sat beside her. "Then you stay here." "I'm a cop," she insisted. "I don't hide." "You're alive because I broke every rule I live by," he said quietly. "Let me keep you that way." She studied him, confused, grateful, scared. That night he brought her soup. It was burnt, too salty, but she smiled anyway. "You actually cooked." "Google did most of the work," he muttered. They laughed, soft and forbidden. Then a gunshot shattered the moment. "Raid!" Dante yelled. "Police units incoming." Alicia froze, then her eyes widened. "Marcello, these aren't cops here to arrest anyone. They're here to finish the job." Marcello shoved a gun into her hand. "Shoot anyone aiming at you, you understand?" "I'm a cop," she cried. "They're not," he growled back. Bullets rained through the windows. Marcello grabbed Alicia, threw her behind crates, and shielded her with his own body. She stared up at him, shocked that he'd risk his life for hers. During the fight, a bullet grazed Marcello's arm. Alicia pressed cloth to the wound, panic in her voice. "You got shot protecting me?" "Don't make a big deal," he winced. "It is a big deal," she snapped. Another wave of bullets came, and Alicia fired back, at men wearing blue. Her hands shook violently, but her aim was steady. They escaped through a back tunnel and hid beneath an old church. Candlelight flickered across cracked walls as Alicia stitched his wound. "Does it hurt?" she whispered. "Only when you talk," he teased. She smiled softly. "Impossible. You're stubborn." Their faces drifted closer, breaths warm and trembling, until sudden footsteps above broke the moment. Later that night, Alicia sneaked into her precinct to investigate. Marcello waited outside in the shadows, ready to burn the city down if anyone touched her. Inside, she dug through her case file and froze. "Oh my God," she whispered the words like they destroyed her. Her shooting was officially labeled a suicide attempt. A voice behind her. "You should have stayed dead." Captain Boyd aimed his gun at her. Marcello burst into the room, tackling him, sending the weapon skidding across the floor. Alicia grabbed it, hands shaking so violently the barrel trembled. "You shot me because I exposed your racism," Boyd sneered. "You betrayed your own. This department was never for people like you." Alicia's tears hit the floor. Marcello growled, "Let me handle him." Alicia shook her head. "Number justice, not revenge." Internal Affairs arrived moments later. They arrested Boyd, but shockingly, they also arrested Alicia. "You collaborated with a criminal," they said coldly. Marcello reached for her, voice breaking, but officers dragged her away. "Marcello, don't do anything stupid," she yelled, but he already looked like a man losing the last person he ever cared about. 6 days later, during her hearing, the courtroom fell silent when Marcello Veretti walked in. Black coat, cold eyes, determined steps. "I testify," he declared, "that Detective Alicia Reyes saved my life from corrupt officers who wanted us both dead." Then he presented video evidence, audio recordings, everything his men recovered. The judge slammed the gavel. "All charges dismissed." Alicia broke down, rushing into Marcello's arms. He held her like he was afraid she'd disappear again. She whispered, "I thought I lost you." Marcello breathed. "You saved me more than I saved you." They kissed soft, shaking, desperate, as the whole courtroom watched in stunned silence. 6 months later, Alicia stood at the opening of a community center built for the kids the system forgot. Marcello stood beside her, no longer a mafia boss, but a man trying to live clean. "You ever think you'd be doing charity work?" she teased. "You ever think you'd fall for a criminal?" he shot back. She laughed, leaning into him. Their hands intertwined, proud and visible. 1 year later, Alicia led internal police reform. Marcello dissolved half his criminal operations and funded youth programs, trying to build the world he never had. 5 years later, Marcello left crime forever. Alicia ran for city council. They married by the ocean under gentle sun and quiet waves, two souls who survived the storm by holding on to each other. Sometimes life breaks you so someone unexpected can put you back together. And sometimes, a dying cop and a lonely mafia boss cross paths on a rainy night, and everything changes.